with an Oklahoma judge in court, but on the opposite side of the bench.
He was there to face newly filed felony charges for allegedly shooting up his own brother-in-law's home. News 4's Amaya Ward went to Enid for today's hearing.
Don't read all that. I'm just showing y'all they gave a 19-year-old 8 years in prison for bringing a gun to a school, saying he planned to shoot people. Now, I'm not saying he didn't deserve it, but this judge actually went out there trying to shoot people, shooting at them. They let him go home.
Felony count for a drive-by shooting.
New documents could reveal a past of repeated bad behavior by a Garfield County judge.
Judge Brian Lovell was arrested and later charged for firing a gun while driving in Austin, Texas.
We're told months before there was another shooting at a family member's home in Bison, that's near Enid. And investigators now say bullets in both cases came from the same gun.
Justice gangbanging.
And we have an update now on the breaking news we brought you at the top of this newscast. A jury has found Den Bowman guilty of murdering Yancey Knoll. Prosecutors said he killed Knoll for the thrill of it.
You witnessed her as a loving wife, correct? Mm-hmm. Why do you think Jennifer did not come to trial? Not a single day.
I honestly think that she's fearful.
You think she's fearful? How the hell you think we feel, homie? Trailhand Bill, reporting live from South Florida. Y'all know what's going on. Trailhand Bill with the giggles in the background, man. I got a few stories I want to tie together. Listen, I'm never giggling because I think things are funny. Most of the time I'm giggling because things are unbelievable. You know what I mean? So y'all please bear with me. I'm literally in traffic. Not driving right now, but I am in traffic. And we're going to try to tie these stories together, man, and hopefully make some points at the end. Let's get to the main video. Gang banging justice. This man is crazy.
An Oklahoma judge in court, but on the opposite side of the bench.
He was there to face newly filed felony charges for allegedly shooting up his own brother-in-law's home. News 4's Amaya Ward went to Enid for today's hearing.
The judge entered a not guilty plea on behalf of Brian Lovell, his attorney telling me they plan to fight this case vigorously.
We intend to attack the jurisdiction and soundness of the indictment.
A multi-county grand jury indicting Garfield County Associate District Judge Brian Lovell Thursday on 2 felony counts for a drive-by shooting in February 2023. The alleged target, his own brother-in-law. We talked to him months after.
I had no idea that it could have been Brian Lovell.
Kenneth Marcus says his son saw an unfamiliar car moments before bullets began flying.
Seeing a person in a window and missing by a matter of inches is not just a random shooting.
Months later, investigators say the judge was involved in a road rage shooting in Austin, Texas, and casings from that incident matched the ones used in the drive-by shooting.
He was special judge about 10 years before that.
His attorney, Stephen Jones, who also represented Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh, won't comment on the case in Texas, but is standing by his client on the charges in Oklahoma.
It was a long time before the indictment was returned, and that bears on him and his family. But he's strong character, in my view. He's innocent.
In Enid, Amaya Ward, Oklahoma's News 4.
All right, Amaya, we know you'll follow what Lovell is expected back in court sometime in August.
I know I said this before. I even made a video where I said every time you think you see something unbelievable that you'll never see anything to top this, shortly after you see something else. It took a long time for the indictment to return. That boy definitely want his cake and eat it too. Sir, may I ask you a question? You're a very interesting attorney, number one. I mean, you have some very interesting clients. I am a huge advocate of the United States justice system. Maybe not how it's operated, but the premises that it stands on, and one of them is every accused person is innocent until proven guilty. So I think we know that Timothy McVeigh, I don't know if he pled guilty, was proven guilty, but I think that case is well over with. I don't mean any disrespect to or disregard to anybody in that situation, but now you have this judge who, you know, he has some very interesting things in his tenure, and I'm not talking about on the damn bench because we ain't even looked into that, and we're going to talk about it. But you said it took a long time for the indictment to return, sir. Is this where we pretend we don't know why that is, man? A average citizen, a regular citizen, would have been indicted immediately. Let's review your client's history, because like I said, you seem to want your cake and eat it too. And when you're a government agent, it makes sense. He shot at some people. Now, this is where the discrepancy comes in to me. If you listen to this report and then you go research this case, well, at least I am, and maybe you're going to be as well, confused about which incident took place first. The only thing that seems to be clear is he admitted that he had weapons in the car that matched shell casings found at both shootings. But which shooting occurred first and which shooting the shell cases were found, at least to me, I seem to see reports with discrepancies, you know what I mean, that didn't seem to match each other. But we know this Negro had guns that shot those bullets according to forensic evidence. So, sir, you don't want to talk about that other case. Why not? I mean, you're an attorney, so I'm not saying you're being stupid there, sir. But the first time, if this was the first incident, when he just randomly decided to pick up and start shooting at people in public, like my man Dean Bowman, he killed Yancey just randomly. Took him a minute. He's one of them appropriate people like you. That's why I put him in there, guys. I'm kind of emotional and fanciful with my emotions. So I like to tie things together so people don't think I'm just being emotional and ranting. Dean Bowman, if you research that story, very, successful, beautiful wife, etc., etc. He just wants to kill people. So he goes outside and he murders this innocent, very happy-go-lucky, everybody love him, but this ain't no fairy tale here. Like, this dude wasn't bothering nobody, just driving down the street in traffic. You lean out of your window and kill him because you have been planning to do that. The man is not here anymore. He's lost his life. Friends, family, loved ones, that's tragic. They got to live with that. And now your client gets to go through traffic and shoot at people randomly. Praise God, nobody got hit. You know how many people, husbands, wives, kids, sons, daughters, fathers, mothers, grandfathers, grandmothers, nieces, nephews were out there that day? The people identify your client, sir, as the person who did it. Shortly after, as police are dispatched to that crime scene, your client is up the street somewhere, ramrodding his car into a woman playing bumper cars, and he admits to it to the police when he also tells them he has the guns. And then he pretends he doesn't know anything about the shooting. He doesn't remember it, according to these media reports. He doesn't remember the shooting, but he did ram the woman's car. But he just doesn't remember doing it on purpose twice, which every eyewitness there reported. And trying to literally push her into traffic so much so that she had to ram on her brakes and hold them down to not get pushed into oncoming traffic. So this is your client. These are the accusations against him. I'm going to refer back to what I said at the beginning of the video. The premises that our justice system stands on, I'm a huge advocate of them. Huge ones for me is every accused is innocent until guilty. So your client hasn't had his day in court. But I'm just saying, looking at the evidence in his own admission, sir, it looks like he's pretty guilty of at least his first crime. And now they're saying he out there trying to kill his brother-in-law. The issue here is that, sir, you just said the indictment for his brother-in-law took a long time to come back. All those eyewitnesses to him randomly shooting at cars in public and him trying to assassinate this woman with his vehicle for whatever reason, sir, he wasn't arrested that day. The indictment took a long time to come back. He shoots at people in public randomly. The guns, he's telling y'all the guns are right there. He tries to assassinate a woman with his car in public, and he doesn't even go to jail. He gets to explain all of this to the damn officers. And then he goes home for 2 days, if the reports are correct. The incident happened on September the 9th. That's why I'm confused. Y'all are saying this one happened. He was arrested in February, or it happened in February. I don't know. But one of these incidences happened in September the 9th, and they're tied. They're saying it's the one where he was initially shooting and tried to kill the lady with his vehicle. And he wasn't arrested until September 11th. Listen, point at one of the citizens that you will pass today or tomorrow. And if you don't know them to be a government agent, point at the one that you know that could do anything like that on multiple occasions. Because this is the second time that this man has tried to murder someone. The reports say the man's son was home and was narrowly missed by a bullet, his damn son. And then he's saying, the man said, we don't even talk. I ain't talked to this dude in like 10, 15 years. We don't really even get along like that. We don't rock like that. I literally ain't had no interactions with her for 10 or 15 years. Now, another thing, guys, that I'm a huge advocate of, I love mental health apologetics, right? I love people out there, you know, advocating for mental health to be taken seriously. I'm never trying to downplay that. So, I mean, you're supposed to be a sitting judge, and your friends are coming out saying that you're just this nice, cordial person. They can't believe this is you, just like my man Bowman. What's his name? Dane Bowman. Can nobody believe it was him? That's why I'm trying to tie these things together, guys. I'm going to always say this in my videos. It's not just the dope boys in the hood. It's not just the meth heads, you know, in the trailer park. It's not just the prostitutes on 52nd Street. That's what they want you to believe. It's not just them committing these crimes, and it's also not just them who are victims of these crimes. Go research Dane Bowman yourself. And now we're talking about a sitting judge just randomly riding around his damn city shooting at people. And not only that, you see the local government conspiring to keep him out of jail as long as damn possible. His attorney, you're not going to convince me his attorney doesn't know he's getting that government agent privilege. But then he also tries to use that against the you know, accusations against him. Say, what are you saying when you say the indictment took a long time to come back? Are you saying that they struggled? They don't really have nothing on your client? Sir, they got multiple eyewitnesses. If these people ain't government agents, what y'all finna do? Some mafioso payoffs or something? You think they ain't finna come to court and tell? The police, all this stuff, these things are on video, homie. They got video evidence. So when you say this, it lets me know, when you're a lawyer, so you know you counsel, right? You know what I mean? You defense counsel. So yeah, I mean, you probably got some snakes in your grass, or you probably are a snake in the grass. So I just wanted to, cause you tried to throw that out there. Let's get back to this government agent who's literally allowed to go around his town shooting at people and using his vehicle as a damn missile. I'm not exaggerating a damn thing here. There's no hyperbolicness in my rhetoric. You go do the research your damn self. This was the first time. I don't know. They got it confused. He's already got goddamn charges for that. Now he got 8 more felonies. Or he already had 8 felonies. Now and none of these charges are attempted murder, guys. He's randomly riding around shooting at cars and stuff and shooting at people. And none of these charges are attempted murder. And on all of them, even though eyewitnesses are directly telling law enforcement officers that this is the person who did it. We seen him, not one eyewitness, multiple eyewitnesses. He's saying there's the gun right there. They have the shell case and everything. This Negro is allowed to go home. Man, ain't no way in hell, boy. If you do have mental health, which I am a huge fan of. You know what I'm more a fan of? Accountability. Accountability. What is he going to have to do? Give us a Yancey no? Is he gonna have to turn one of us into a Yancey no before y'all deal with this either just obviously criminal or criminal by mental incapacity government agent that y'all got on y'all hands that y'all keep letting off the hook? The Negro is at home right now while I'm making this video. He's at home. He ain't in nobody's jail cell. I gotta keep reiterating this to y'all. He's randomly going around town shooting at people's cars. This is documented. Eyewitness testimony and everything. He's randomly using his vehicle as a missile. He's randomly going by his brother-in-law's house, who he, according to the brother-in-law, we ain't talking 10 or 15 years, shooting at the house while this man's son, it's his child, is at home. And he's at home right now. Is he going to have to turn one of us into a Yancey? No, y'all probably going to let him off the hook then because he's a government agent. So he's probably going to have to turn a government agent or a government agent's child or loved one into a damn Yancey no until we can get some justice and some protection from this damn, I don't know what the hell he is, bro. He's a walking time bomb. And y'all are culpable here, man. The American government, y'all are culpable. All of y'all are guilty of RICO activity, conspiring to help criminals get off the hook. That's what y'all doing. Y'all conspiring to continue to help criminals terrorize our communities and our localities as long as they're government agents. There's absolutely no damn way that the first time this happened, either which one was first. There's absolutely no way he should have been allowed to walk damn free without being immediately arrested and having to either post bond or be denied bond like every American citizen who would have committed those criminal acts would have been. And then the second time, there's still no damn way. You were telling us it took a long time for the indictment. Why the hell is it taking a long time for the indictment to come back when they telling us they got the bird in the cage? They got the hand in the cookie jar. So that was privilege your client received there, sir, that none of us have access to. You shouldn't be complaining about it. This pissed me off. You know what the huge twist, the biggest irony in this is, man? When I created this channel, I was just trying to look for a profile photo and background photo that just fit what I was trying to say. Like, there's so many things that go on in the world that just make you say, damn, man, damn. You know what I mean? And this is absolutely one of them. And so that's how I came up with damn man, and I researched it. It's a very common thought. All of us have things in our daily life. You didn't have to hear me say damn man or see my channel to say damn man to be very familiar with the phrase and the feeling, right? So I researched it. I seen there were others out there. I said, well, whatever, I'm still going with it because there's only one trailhand Bill, praise God. But I wanted to, like I say, pictures to represent that. And recently I was like, oh, I know where I got the photo from in my, the top thing, the long thing. I can't remember what you call it. But I myself couldn't even remember where I got the white guy in my photo, right? I couldn't. And long story short, I got some, what they call updates on my phone. Technology is technologying. So I was able to just really search the photo real quick. I promise you, this was like 3 or 4 days ago. And the photo, don't take my word for it. I'm not changing my profile picture. I started to tell y'all to stop and do it in the beginning, but do it after the video is off. Go look at my photo and look at this young man, this gentleman, this very violent and dangerous criminal judge. Go look at him. It's him. It's him. So when I seen that the other day, I was just like, oh, okay. And then I think a couple of days later, I have a playlist of videos that I want to profile, and I had put this one in there. And I did another video, Mississippi cops, they're up there, they in a gang beat. I couldn't even think of the word. A gang of Mississippi cops literally beat up a 12 and a 13-year-old girl and then charged them, the young girls, the preteen sisters, with assaulting them. Let me say that again. A gang of Mississippi cops beat up 12 and 13-year-old sisters and then arrested the sisters and charged them with assaulting them. Anyway, I did that video, but I accidentally deleted the entire file in the studio. I was bummed. So I said, let me go find another video, guys. And I clicked on this one, and I literally didn't realize that it was the guy in my profile picture who had another gun charge in violent assault and what should be attempted murder. And that's where I got that photo from. And it was just crazy because I had just looked at it the other day like, yo, where did I even get this from? You know what I mean? Because I started this channel, wasn't going to use it, came back after I started back Copwatching and couldn't remember where I got the picture from. I remember, and 2 days later, I'm doing this video, and here's this guy again. That's the kind of funny hee-hee part about it. You know what? The serious part about it is this man's literally out here firing murderous weapons in public and also using his vehicle as a murderous weapon in public. And the American government is allowing him to continue walking free, terrorizing our community. That pissed me off so damn much. I feel like that is a direct assault on my family, bro. And I don't even got no damn kids. That's so disrespectful to the American public. Y'all really got to get it together, man. Y'all be safe. I almost forgot the best part. If you watch this video, it's some of Ding's wife's friends telling us how great of a person, his wife was and is, and how she's terrified now. Because of what she's going through. After she helped her husband hide the death of an innocent man and abandon him when he got caught. Now she's the victim, right? It's identical to the story that, these government agents tell for each other, man. They're saying it right now about this judge, his friends. He's such a wonderful person right now. It's so hard to hear all the bad things people are saying about him and threatening him. And, he's such a gentle and warm person. And all of this is so hard on him right now. Like, this lady literally didn't disguise intentionally the fact that her husband murdered an innocent man. Like, this judge isn't literally going around town trying to kill people and shooting at other people's children. Y'all don't want to address any of that. Y'all just want to forget it, right? You pseudo-appropriate people, you government agents, y'all stick together. Pseudo-appropriates have pseudo-appropriates. Government agents have government agents. And Americans, we have each other. I guess the real question is, which side are you on?
You witnessed her as a loving wife, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think Jennifer did not come to trial? Not a single day.
I honestly think that she's fearful. I mean, she's fearful for her life. She's received death threats.
Jennifer has received death threats?
Yes, from my friends tell me that she has received death threats from other people. People are judging her, and kind of that's the price with this kind of event is it caused everyone around Din to be protective of themselves. It's natural for her to protect herself, and I think she's trying to protect herself and perhaps, protect the hurt that she's gone through.
I ain't gonna put the information from this lady's jail calls with her husband before she divorced him in this video, but I put the information on the screen, you know what I mean, enough where you can put those key words in the search engine and find it. Check him out on YouTube, man. He went from she's receiving threats to my friends are telling me she's receiving threats to she's protecting herself to she's afraid to she's being threatened to she's trying to protect herself from the hurt of her husband's actions. No, sir. No, sir. She could have separated herself from her husband's actions by turning him in instead of helping him cover up the murder of an innocent man. Now, I'm not saying she should have done that, but she could have, and she didn't. She chose the criminal route. She's complicit in murder, sir. This judge hasn't been to court, but according to all the evidence that his co-conspirator thug partners have against him, he's complicit in several attempted murders. Neither of these two people are victims. Yancey Noel isn't alive to be afraid or protect himself. He's a victim. Innocent citizens being shot at and assaulted by this maniac judge that the American government keeps letting back on the streets. They're victims. You both are criminals, at home, pretty much scot-free. I always hear people complain that judges keep letting the criminals back on the streets. I always complain that we need to remember who we're talking about when we say criminal. It's not just them. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.
I honestly think that she's fearful. I mean, she's fearful for her life.
How the hell you think we feel?